Hey, it's Toolshed Mike back again with another update on my chicken pen. I got the 4 different footers poured here, and like I was saying in the last video, I kind of eyeballed them. Well, I measured out where they should be. I had little flags, and then I pulled the flag out and just kind of poured that about in the right spot. They're 16 by 16. I've got them all covered right now because generally you want to trap once your concrete is set up enough that it's not going to take any more changes, then you want to cover them, and the whole purpose of that is it retains the moisture. You want it to retain as much moisture as possible. It's the third day here where it's Monday today and it's over 100. I poured these things on Saturday. Well, I poured 3 of them on Saturday and 1 on Sunday, but anyway, it's over 100. It's dry. It's a dry heat, and you can see that this is working. This is just some plastic I had that came in something I ordered, and these are such small slabs it doesn't really matter, but you can see they are retaining moisture because you can see the little water droplets there. So I don't even have to keep watering this thing because it's holding on to its moisture that it has. These are just some trash bags that I'm not gonna waste. I'll use them. I'll use them to pick up my trash later, but in the meantime, I'm using them just to keep that moisture in. Now, for what I'm doing, it really probably doesn't matter that I'm doing this, but it is gonna make them stronger long-term. Generally, I cover them for at least 1 full day whenever I do concrete like this. It gets most of its curing in the first 24 hours, and then after that, it's the next major milestone is 3 days. So if you can keep them covered for 72 hours, you're going to be in a much better shape than just about any concrete that you have professionally done for you that they don't do this on. Really kind of helps you out a little bit, I think, in your long-term effect. Again, I'm definitely way overkilling this because my concrete that I did over here, I think I did this like 5 or 6 years ago maybe, and I didn't even use bagged concrete. When I did this, I used some river rock that I had laying around. Okay, this is just some leftover river rock that I had. And I had sand, just some regular sand that you buy in bulk. It had clay content and all that stuff to it. It was just sand. You just go, yeah, I need cushion sand. That's what it was. And then I mixed a tiny amount of, I think it was Mason cement. It wasn't even Portland cement. But you know, it's held up. It's not long lasting, and you can see, I mean, look, it's, oh man, I probably shouldn't have done that. There's nothing left here. I mean, well, now I'm a little worried about it, but anyway, you get the idea. Just the fact that I'm using a bagged, oh, I did do this with some of my leftover that I had. Remember I showed you in the last video that hole I had here? I just threw that there. So that's been 2 days, and that's hard as a rock. I mean, it's literally a rock. Now, so you can tell that this is definitely going to be plenty strong for what I'm using it for. So the last thing I wanted to show you, well, and I'm gonna give this thing a few more days to cure, but I set a piece of square tubing there. It's not perfect, but dang, that ain't bad for a yahoo like me. Same thing right there, not bad at all. So how did I get these things plumbed up? So what I ended up doing was I left, I kind of estimated initially by running a string line and using, I don't have it out here anymore, it's a little level that connects to a string, and I just pulled the string, measured how high it was off the ground here, pulled it so it was level over here, and then measured how high it was off the ground over here, and that told me about how much my drop was. And I think there was about a 6-inch difference. That's why this one I dug down and I actually poured the concrete as even as I could with the ground, so that each one of these then I poured after that. I put a screw in the form. Like I said, I left the forms on there. I put a screw in it, tied the string, and then would pull it tight over here. And then I put the level on it, and then I would set the forms so that they were right up to that string. And then I would level up the forms and be done with it. So that was my corner post. So all of my measurements were made off of that one. So I went straight over here, I went straight over to that one, and then whenever I did this one, I just pulled it straight over to this one. So that's how I did it. it seems like it's gonna work out for me. So I had a little bit of a setback today. I was going to pick up the aggregate and I buy it in bulk so I could get enough concrete to do the edges between the footers, and my trailer, I didn't even get halfway to the place and I had a blowout on my tire. And these aren't bad tires, they were properly inflated, they were 2 years old, but they're Chinese trailer tires. And that's one thing I've learned is they're all kind of the same, unfortunately. I've had better luck with Carlisle trailer tires, but I don't know why. If I told you every single time I had a tire blowout on a trailer, I would run out of fingers. But if I told you how many times I've had a blowout on a car tire, I don't ever actually remember. I mean, I've had flats where I've gotten, you know, a nail or a screw or something in the tire and it's slowly gone flat, but I've never had it actually blow out on me. So I don't know why trailer tires are so bad. They're not really a whole lot cheaper than a LT tire. So, but it's hard to find a place that'll put an LT tire, like a legit reputable place. If you go to a corner tire shop with your own tire and your own wheel and you say mount this on here, they'll do it. But if you like take your trailer to like a Goodyear or Walmart or something like that, and you say, hey, put a passenger car tire or radial car tire on this thing, they won't do it because they go, what's it going on? You go, it's a trailer. Well, we're not going to do it. I don't know why, but anyway, so I was kind of in a pickle. I'm usually really good about carrying a spare with me just because I have such bad luck with trailer tires, the Chinese ones. And I knew I had to. I thought I should have, I didn't, and I didn't have a spare tire with me. So I ended up having to leave the trailer on the side of the road and took it into just the wheel into Goodyear and had to mount a new trailer tire on it for me. That's going to become the spare because it's another Chinese one, and I'm going to try and figure out what to do, put two LT tires or something like that on it. But that set me back, and now I'm not going to take that trailer out to get aggregate because I was going to get about 3,000 pounds worth, so it would be putting a strain on those tires. I ain't going to do it until I at least get 2 new tires on it and then 1 spare. So that may be a few days because I'm probably going to end up having to order it unless there's a discount tire near me that sells them. We'll just have to see what happens, but that's where I'm at so far. I do have the posts welded up. I got all the material I need. I just need time and the resources. Thanks for checking it out. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.